Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick little review of photos and what I think works and does not work. So I did a local search for a coffee shop, and here's what results I found. I do know of Sweet. I happen to be a big coffee nerd, so Sweet Maria I know of. I've purchased many things from there before. So here's the first photo that they have here. And so I can tell you that it's definitely not a coffee shop. So the fact that it's listed and it has taken out an ad to be listed seems off. They should not be listing themselves as a coffee shop. Uh, and then secondary from that, what they do is they sell green beans, wholesale, not wholesale, but they sell unroasted coffee beans for people who want to roast coffee in their own home. And they sell roasting equipment and they have roasting classes and that kind of stuff. But from this photo in the front of their store, does it say any of that? Unfortunately, the answer is no. Um, and so let's just see what happens when I click here. And okay, very quickly, I do now know that they are a coffee warehouse. And I do see that they're not much of a coffee shop necessarily. So they do have rows and rows of beans. So, okay, that's not too bad. Powered by bicycles, uh, I guess coffee plants. Okay, so, in terms of branding, either by accident or by design, they've done an okay job. I would just say that if somehow they can change out their first photo, because that is not a good photo for the storefront, even though uh, I think when you get on Google, it does ask, do you have an exterior photo of your shop? And so, if this is the exterior photo, maybe they need to just redo that um, a little bit better. Uh, I guess they did this on purpose. It's the home coffee roasting is upside down and Sweet Maria's is backwards. I don't know why they did it that way, but it's for the people inside reading it hang off the roof. I'm not sure. But let's go to another store here, Pete's Coffee. Um, I don't know why they have a picture of a pillow or a picture of the exterior of the shopping plaza. That's fine. I guess if you live here, you know where it is, but otherwise, it doesn't really say that much about where they're located. If you know Pete's Coffee, you know what you're getting, so maybe that doesn't really matter. Then next one down, you have this Cafe Santana. I immediately like the image because it's square to the page, which if you listen to any other parts of this, you would know that I like. This gives you sort of an area view. So if you know the neighborhood, and you know the block, it tells you where it is. So these are brand choices that I would say that this coffee shop is making, and it's good. It's a good brand choice again, either by accident or by design. Don't know. Um, let's see here. Uh, these are the images uploaded by its owner. This one is obviously fine. It's a logo comped together. So now you know that they have green beans. They go out to the growers. They do their own roasting, and they have this sort of Mayan t-shirt design. So logo design. So you get everything that you're trying to um, in terms of the brand of the company, which is good. They do have a picture of the interior, and I didn't see it, so let's just take a look. Okay, so yeah, so I don't know if this is probably uploaded by customer, but I think for a shop like this is totally fine. You get some shots of the beverage. Unfortunately today we do look for a little bit of a better pour. If you're gonna be serving cappuccino, it shouldn't just be a dollop of soapy foam on top. But if for the people who are not looking for that level of um, coffee, that's maybe that's fine. If you're looking for something a little different or horchata latte, so this is the atmosphere. I think you draw in a particular kind of crowd with this type of atmosphere. Let's take a look at another one. Here's It's a Grind. All right, so the first photo is good. It shows you basically that they sell a variety of stuff. They're doing some ads. These ads make it look kind of cheap, unfortunately, but it does sort of show you what they have. This is an unfortunate photo. I know it's been COVID, but this is a bit of an unfortunate photo. Um, this I would say is fine. This is great. Something like this is great, showing handiwork. Uh, I guess this is the location, but this photo leaves more to be desired. This is fine. This is probably by a client. Let me see what. Oh yeah, by owner. Here we go. Here's by owner. Uh, Hold on a sec. By owner. Oh yeah, we're looking at by owner right now. Actually, not sure why it's not showing up. Okay, here we go. By owner. Yeah, if you're the owner posting this, I would say, check out your competition because this picture doesn't make people want to come to this cafe. I mean, depending on location, but I mean, we're within a few mile radius of a bunch of these other coffee shops. And um, I mean, maybe it's fine. I'm not sure, but I would say, oh, Highwire showed up. Highwire is one of these new, fancier coffee shop places. So let's take a look. I mean, obviously, this shot is okay. From far away, you can't tell what it is. But I know what it is because I've been to the shop and I know what these brown bags are. They're coffee bags, and the labels on them are their fun labels that they use. But it's not very illustrative because they have this very, very expensive La Marzocco machine. I mean, this is like, you know, the Harley Davidson that's all chromed out that you want in the front of your shop being fully displayed because of all the amazing chrome that's on it, and instead you shoot it sideways. That it unfortunately also doesn't show you anything. I also know that they have this the nitro cold brew behind these two bags here, and that's a real hot, not hot seller, a cold seller. But it's a good thing to feature. So you've got a bunch of bags that no one knows what it is. You have your beautiful machine, but turned sideways so no one knows what it is. You have your incredible nitro cold brew spigot here, and you can't see it. So I would say this picture is a bit of a failure. All right, so now you see, okay, we're serving coffee in what looks to be Heath ceramics with a barista that's obviously very skilled in foaming milk and pouring designs. So obviously, you're expecting to pay, uh, you're getting your money's worth for whatever it is for coffee nowadays, $6 or $7. Um, so now you get to see some of the wonderful, colorful characters that might be working on pouring your designs. But I think this photo is not necessarily good because the angle is off. The focus is supposed to be here, but it's really not in a position where you can see it. You've got a garbage can on the side. You got plastic over here. Let's just go to by owner. Let's make sure that they're. Look at this. That's much better. Hold on a sec. I don't know why is my. All right, there you go. This is much better. Uh, hold on, by owner. Here we go. This is much better. You're seeing the coffee beans, but I think that if I were to do this shot, in fact, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this photo, and I'll show you in Photoshop how I would have. Um, oh, I'm sorry. So, just real quick, in terms of framing a shot, this shot is framed. I'm just gonna um, take a little detour here. Let me just show you. So here are the objects of importance. This is the most important. I would say that this is actually number one, and here's number two, and here's number three, here's number four, number five. So you can sort of see on the page what's the most important, right? So in order to make this image stand out a little bit more, because right now everything's sort of a similar importance, let's just see how I can uh, change that. So I'm just gonna very quickly do some selections here. This is very rough, but let me just show you what I would do. So first of all, I think I would probably have shot this image so that it's straight and level. Everything should be straight and level to not look sloppy. Okay. So have your vertical lines vertical, horizontal lines horizontal. Then I would have I would have gotten much closer to this coffee area, and I would have that would have forced the background to blur even more. But this lady would blur less than the background. So let me just copy her out. And then the background here would be blurred even more. So, okay. So an image like this is far more effective because the same thing, the priorities are there, but what you have is I think this lady would end up probably get her to come stand forward a little bit would be nice so that she's of a secondary importance. So here you go. Now you have also the ability to read their symbol here, high wire, and the type of coffee they're serving. You can see that they're doing drip. I would probably even have the drip going. I would get her off the phone, whatever she's doing there. If she's on the phone, she should not be, especially if she's working. She should be holding a glass or a mug or serving something to a client, something like that. But in terms of layout and how I would frame this shot, this is in my opinion, more effective than the original shot. And so these are just tiny things that you can do. Instead of just taking one photo here, take several. Just take two steps closer to the grinders and ask your barista to kindly step forward and put down her phone and engage with the customer. Clean it up a little bit. Get rid of the garbage can. Get rid of the towel, and you have uh, a very very good marketing photo. This is fun, showing donuts, showing coffee, showing people having fun in the background. That's great. Don't mind the mess, but if you can avoid that mess, it'd probably be better. So this is a fun photo to take in the moment, but evaluate what you've shot and see how effective it is. I would say this is pretty effective. There's a lot of forgiveness given for a shot like this. Okay, a shot like this is fine, but again, getting closer would help it. So let me just can I copy this image? No, it won't let me. Let me just show you again how I would have framed it differently if I were to have shot it. And it just all you're doing is getting closer with the camera. That's it. nothing more. Um, so what I'm gonna do is uh, I'm not suggesting that you fix your photos in Photoshop like this afterwards, but I'm just showing you if I had moved closer, this perspective shift would have given me an image more like this, probably. Um, and to me, that's more dynamic. Of course, I would have also straightened the image up and we could probably crop it slightly differently. Okay, so something like that to me seems a little bit better. Bring your camera closer to the object will also blur the background. Let me just do this again. So as an effect of focusing, when you get closer to an object, the background, just due to the way that the lens works, the background will get softer. So I'm just gonna sort of give you an example of what that looks like, but this is not how it'll look in camera. But what we want to do is soften it up, recrop it, and straighten. I'm gonna straighten out my cups here. I would have made sure that my camera was parallel to the wall behind me, so that I don't get any sort of lines. Let me just show you uh, the grid lines. So keeping your vertical line straight will give a sense of order, which is very nice. But a shot like this is the same shot, but just making a few changes in how you hold the camera and how close you are to the subject will create more focus, more dynamic focus on the object in front, and creating more of a softer environment to show a sense of depth and sense of importance. An interior shot like this. So this is of their amazing, beautiful La Marzocco machine, and this is nice. But again, getting closer, getting down lower, getting down lower is gonna make the machine look more heroic, and it will also make the objects in the background smaller and lower down in height. Okay. So yeah, so this is the competition. This coffee shop is just a few miles away. So they obviously did some nice photos here. Some of them are better than others, but here are the colorful characters who are pouring your coffee. Um, that's great. Starbucks trying to get in there. Let's don't not even worry about that. Here's Lakaju. They're kind of hidden away in a little spot, but the fact that they have 324 photos, that's great. Let's see. So I haven't actually been here. I've been meaning to go, but this is good. They have a picture of their food, a picture of their inside. Um, this one probably unfortunate, but that's from your customers. This one's nice. I would say that even the cropping is fairly nice. The camera was shot and compressed in JPEG mode, but that's fine. It's just a shot that your customer uploaded. Hopefully, same thing here. That's unfortunately not much you can do about that. This is looking good. So for food, some of the adjectives that you want people to respond to are hot, fresh, juicy, looks like you can see the textures, looks cheesy, looks, so this is not bad. Not bad for an amateur photo. This is also good. This is a little unfortunate, this one. This is okay. Direct sunlight picks up a lot of nice colors. This is kind of unfortunate. You don't want that. Okay, let's see what the owners posted. All right, so hold on a sec. Photos by owner. Is it gonna let me see the photo? Here we go. Photos by owner. There you go. That's not a bad shot. But I think there's a lot that you can do to change it up, to make it better. One is, it's unfortunate, but you have the reflection of the window in the back. Um, so that's not nice. The fact that you're sort of square on is okay, but it has these obviously lines that converge. It just creates a sense of, it's an amateur photo, which is fine. Here we have repetition, which is good use of repetition. That's fine. I would crop out the garbage cans. Again, good use of repetition and use of leading lines. This is a choice of perspective that creates lines that lead away and converge at a center point, and it's all kind of coming towards this object that's in focus, where objects are out of focus. So all of it pushes the focus of what you're trying to look at, trying to show up to the front, where it's nice and sharp and has good contrast. That's a good photo. This one looks like somebody forgot to clean their lens, so you get this hazy gray feel to it. The dishes look very good. The breads look very good. That looks okay. That's not bad. This is starting to kind of get old because you don't want to show that the food's been sitting around for a while, and this kind of shrinkage on the egg kind of gives you that feeling that it's been sitting out. That's fun. That's not good. Don't show that. You want you want it to look fresh. You want it to look fresh, not this is not good. This looks like leftovers. That's fine, but it's unfortunate because now you're confusing yourself with a farmer's market. So, not sure what to think about these last two photos. Um But okay, so this is just to give you a couple of examples of how I look at images, and maybe how others might look at your images when they come to your website or when they find you on Google My Business, because this is definitely what other people are thinking about. All right, so Hasta Muerte, let's see. Uh, this is unfortunate, you know. I don't know what um, these posters are, but um, if it's not part of your brand, I wouldn't have it there. This is okay, but um, it's not bad. This is good, showing the inside. But let's go. So the owners have not uploaded any images here. I don't know if this is the adjacent coffee shop or it is the coffee shop. Uh, well, okay. I think from this photo, you kind of get a sense of what type of shop this is, right? So you know what you're expecting here. Um, uh, it's more about community. It's more about just local artists. Um, you know, they are not paying attention to certain aspects of the business, but certain others, I suppose. And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You got to know your audience. Uh, I don't know if this is a good pour or a bad pour. Am I supposed to be seeing? the design. Um, so it's a community center type place. You're probably not expecting your chairs to be perfectly clean. You're probably, uh, yeah, okay. So yeah, you know, your chairs are not going to be clean because there's going to be kids running around with dirty hands. Uh, and not sure what's going on here, but they have lockers. Um, so it's definitely a community vibe. It's where people are coming to hang out, and they're dropping off their kids, I guess, um, allowing people to kind of leave their mark, decorate the store. Oh, that's interesting. That's almost an attempt at latte art. Okay, that's enough of that. Um, that's it for now. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of what people are looking at when they're looking at your photos.